How to live a stress-free life. Stress-free, stress-free. Hi, this is Dao-anis, and welcome once again to the second episode of Mind Shift, your Monday merienda where you will be moved to have this meaningful shift in mindset. So for today, we're going to answer the question, how to live a stress-free life, or how to have a stress-free life. And today I'm going to share with you three big ideas to have that stress-free life that you need to have, whether at work or in business or in your ministry, whatever area you want to have these three big ideas that you can apply in your life so that you lessen your stress and you don't have to manage any stress anymore. So first, we need to start with the first one, simplify your joy. You have to simplify your happiness. In Tagalog, maging mababaw ang iyong kaligayahan. And I first heard that from Bo Sanchez, and it was just trying to emphasize the importance of appreciating the little things. And my book, Living Large in the Little Things, speaks about the small things, appreciating the joy, the beauty in the small things, the appreciating the gift in the ordinary. Because if you try to look at review the things in your life, it's like 99% are small things, are ordinary things, are little things. And if you want to be happy, you need to simplify your joy and appreciate the goodness, the joy, the beauty, the magnificence in the seemingly mundane things of life. So you have to simplify your joy. If you wake up, then be happy. Be happy that you're able to eat breakfast, have your snacks, drink water, walk to the ground, walk outside and embrace the sunlight, experience nature. Have that joy, simplify joy, being with your family and friends and be in a community of supportive people. Bring that joy also in any circumstance, in any scenario that you're in. Just have that appreciation that in the simple things of life, there is joy. And because you are able to have that, because you simplified your joy, you don't have to spend lots and lots of money to have that joy. You don't have to wait that you become a millionaire to be to be to be happy, or you don't have to wait for that wonderful vacation in Coron or Boracay that you've been dreaming of. Yes, be happy when you'll be able to reach that point, but if you're just happy when you are at that point, but you're sad as you journey to that point, then it will be difficult. So simplify your joy. Be happy in the large things, but also be happy in the small things, in the little things, because you need to, where's that? To simplify your joy. That's the first key. And if you simplify your joy, you'll be less stressed because you don't have to worry about a lot of things to be happy. You're happy just because you're happy. Make the decision to be happy, to be joyful. And even in the midst of struggle, yes, we acknowledge that life can be difficult, and it's okay because joy is something that is within you, and it's something that you experience even in the small things, in the simple things. And even as you struggle, you know that there is joy is still in the struggle, because you know that the struggle will serve you to reach that dream, to reach that goal, to reach that aspiration to serve others, to serve yourself, to serve your loved ones, to serve your customers, to serve your clients, to serve your employer, to serve your employees, whoever that will be. Find the joy in the small things. If you do, then you live a happy, stress-less life. That's the first idea. The second idea is to share your stock. You have to share your stock. I'm not speaking about stock investments. Although you can share that with me, just kidding. But what I'm saying here is that you need to look at the stuff that you have in your life that you're not already using it. You need to. It has been recently. There is this idea on minimalism that has been propagating. It is a wonderful idea that encourages us to simplify our lives. And if there are stuff that are stuck in our cabinets, in our rooms, that is not being used, like for 6 to 12 months already, you may want to dispose it. It's either donate it or to dispose it or share it to people who may be able to use it. Or it can be clothes or bags that you're not using. Uh, Recently, in the past years, I've been receiving magazines from Toastmasters, Kerygma, and these are wonderful magazines. And I read them, and after reading them, I would stock them. I would put them in a cabinet or a box because I want to read them somehow again in the future. But what I realized is that yes, it's good to have all this collection, but then last year I started to see last year or 2 years ago I started to see that I'm not able to look at them again, read them again. These magazines for books, I do it. I reread books, but magazines sometimes yes I do. But with all those piles of magazines that I have for Kerygma and Toastmasters, I realized that I am not actually reading them again, and it's sayang. It's being wasted because it's stuck in my box. But there are other people there who wants to read these wonderful articles, these wonderful stories, inspiring and empowering. So I decided that okay, I need to start sharing this stock of magazines. So I started giving them away to some of the members of my audiences whenever I give trainings, I give talks, and I started giving them away. And I realized that it is important that we share our stock, and it's related to that. To If you want to declutter your life, maybe there is too much in your life that you want to give away. So declutter. And I was just reading one of the articles from the minimalist blog. It's you declutter and also de-own. You don't try to fix and then eventually it's still there because you just fix it, but maybe eventually it will also again put clutter in your life. So to do that, or to put a solution to that, is to de-own. And that is, you do that by sharing your stuff. And other things that I've been sharing as well, some keychains, and I still have some. And even those that were given to me, and sometimes when it is given to us, we don't want to give it to someone else because there is this like sentimental value. But then I realized that okay, I treasure this. I love the person who gave this. But maybe if someone will benefit from this, I will have that memory. And I don't give all things away, but I'll have that memory. And if there are things that I can give away, I can share, like uh, keychain, a magazine, or uh, some clothes or bags that can be given away and people can use it. It's helpful in a way of relieving stress, because in your office, in your workplace, or in your tables, you want to get out, put out some of those extra items that are disturbing you somehow whenever you work, whenever you have this creative session that you want to think about. And if there's a lot of clutter in your life, it's it discourages somehow the your work to be more efficient, to be more creative, because there's too much there and you want to have a blank space somehow sometimes. And having that blank space would give you this better way to think, and it also relieves you of the other stress that these stuff are giving you. So that's our second idea. Where's our second idea? It is to share your stuff. So first, to have a stress-free life, you need to simplify your joy. Second is to share your stock. And finally, our third idea is this: stop stuffing. You better stop stuffing. If you can, yes, you share, but then a lot of times we gather things, we buy things, we own things that we will not be able to use actually. And some people would would buy things on sale because it's on sale, it's on discount, but then they don't realize, they think they are nagtitipid sila. They think they're saving in their purchase, but if you walk out of that mall after purchasing even that sale item of 70%, you still spent money. You spent something. Now, on the financial side, you that is an add-on expense. On the on this topic, it even adds stress because you need to put it somewhere in your room, in your cabinet, in your in your closet, and it adds stuff that maybe you don't need it, and you have to clean it, you have to clear it, you have to pack it in an orderly way, and it's adding this bandwidth in your mind to be able to deal with it. And if it's not to be used, then why do you stuff things in your room? So stop stuffing. And I'm still working on this because actually just this morning I was trying to fix some of the things in my box, and okay, this can be put out, this can be shared, this can be, and I realized I need to stop stuffing. Another another thing, whenever I speak, I there are three kinds of my talks in trainings. There's this for, so I do this professionally, so there are some who will pay me for some amount. They, some would so it's for a fee, and then there are free talks, so I don't receive anything, there's nothing, or, and I'm still happy doing it. And the third type is, it's either they give me a small amount like an honorarium, or they give me a token. And I I love some of those tokens. I really use it. Like uh, I've been receiving jackets or T-shirt or mugs or what else? Recently, I received a bag, and then it's wonderful to receive these things. But then I just last week or 2 weeks ago, I started telling these these uh these people or these groups or these like clients or the people I serve for free, that if you want to give a token, maybe just, you don't have to buy a thing. Maybe just give me, if you anything that you maybe, if you really want to give something, maybe just put it into, convert it into cash. Okay, because I realized that I've been stuffing some things that I don't need, I don't use, and some of the things that I've been receiving, and because they want to give, maybe they're just shy that we will not be able to give something, and yeah, so that's why, if just in case you're one of those who will invite me and they want me to give a token, it's okay. You don't have to give things. Maybe if you really want to give, okay, just put it into an envelope in the form of cash or card. Yeah, yeah, okay, card. I love reading cards, or just written notes. Actually, I have in, you can see it now, but in there's this. Actually, I received a big card from a group of trainees from Cagayan de Oro, out of school youth, and it's just a big card initiated by uh, Miss Kit Kat, if you're watching this, hi Miss Kit Kat, and all the trainees I had recently in Cagayan de Oro. Hello, and all my trainees, of course, from all audiences, and thank you for all the gifts that you've been giving, and also those cards, and I appreciate them. But right now, I'm starting to stop stuffing as well. So if you want to give something, okay, just have it in another form, whether card or cash, or also for plaques, for certificates. I started declining or telling them that if you want to give a certificate, you don't have to put it into a wonderful frame. Okay, just give me the in that special paper. It's okay. I'll have it, and I'll put it somewhere, and I appreciate those things, but you don't have to give me a plaque, a you see that plaque. That's from a contest. But then I've also been receiving other plaques from speaking engagements from, and I appreciate the thought, the idea behind. But then it I'm already having this hard time on where to put them, where do, and I appreciate the thought, and but then it is also for the other party to have a lesser expense. You don't have to buy, and we have to channel it in other way. And for me, if you ask me my for example love language, okay, it's okay, just say something words of affirmation. I'm good, and I'm happy with it, or put it in a card, written words, and I'll be happy as well. Or that's why I usually give feedback forms as well. And what can you say about Chris, and what can you say, because that I would appreciate those things. I appreciate, of course, I appreciate gifts. But again, right now I'm in the project, or in the phase of stopping to stuff as well, because it is one of the ways in how we simplify the things in our lives, simplify what we are owning. And so this third big idea is very important: stop stuffing. And this applies to clothes, to shoes. And so that's why, and the reason, if you want to buy shoes, have something. For me, that my practice is to buy something it that is durable, that I can use for how many years, so that I won't have to buy regularly, because I don't want to stock and stuff things that are just so many. And also on the financial side, it's lesser expense. Okay, and if you have lesser expenses, lesser things to manage, that will relieve you of the unnecessary stress that we have in life. And so those are the three big ideas. First is to simplify your joy, be happy in the little things and the big things, of course, but starts with the small things. Second is to share your stock. If you are having a lot of things that you are not using already, maybe you want to donate or dispose. So share it to other people. And finally, stop stuffing unnecessary things, unnecessary clothes, shoes, unnecessary bags, or anything. Also, unnecessary thoughts in your mind. So have these wonderful thoughts, watch these worthwhile videos, and I hope I'm giving value. I'm giving a worth of your time watching these videos of mine. And so live that life that is free of stress, that is stress free. And even if this is the title of our video now, that to have a stress free life, there are sometimes, of course, let me just give a caution that there are what we call unnecessary stress, and we have to deal with them, we face them, and that would be a subject of another video. But oftentimes there are a lot of unnecessary stress, and these are the things that we want to be free of. And oftentimes these comes from unnecessary things, unnecessary stuff, unnecessary stock in our drawers, and unnecessary drive or longing to reach a certain level first before you become happy. But again, yes, aspire for more, aspire for dreams, have big dreams, but be happy along the way. So simplify your your joy, share your stock, and stop stuffing. Those are our three big ideas today on living a stress-free life. And I hope you learned something today. Again, this is Chris Dao-anis, and this is the Mind Shift, your Monday merienda to move you in a meaningful shift in mindset. Again, I hope you go out there and live your dreams with love. I'll see you next Monday.